G'day and welcome back to the Pillars of Ranternity. Last time round we had our caravan attacked while we were seeking stuff to help with our stomach bug. And after that, a supernatural wind blew up and we had to run into a cave. Now it's time to explore that cave.
A bîaŵac. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
She eyes the ragged slash across Hirden's belly. Hirden's jaw tightens. He nods. Okay, so we've got a quest to go and recover. One of the things that's going to bring up, however, is the injury system. So when a character dies in this, they do get back up, but they get an injury which makes them worse until next time. So we're sick, and Hirden is injured. And that's about it. We're still on fast mode, I think. So let's leave that. The lower level of the ruins is blocked off by fallen rubble. We'll sneak, because we want to spot things.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Kalisha shakes her head. Windstorm. Only a kind that they get in Air Glanfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glanfathan word is bîaŵac. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the dead that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? There's going to be a lot about souls in this game, by the way. It's kind of a thing. Who attacked us? Glanfathans. Those would be the hut dwellers that Dima warned you about. Looking to be Fangs of Galawain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Edema. I think you half expected this once we lost the main road. They said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Edema would never allow it, but as much as the Fangs are hotheads, Glanfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or she glances down the passage beyond, or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everyone else in our caravan? Kalisha's lips press together and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. You don't seem too upset about all this. Kalisha looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse. And kept on walking because there's nothing else to be done, and because there's no other people you care about who still need you. Let's get going. Hirden takes a step forward and his knees buckle, and before anyone can catch him, he stumbles to the ground, his cheek striking the time-worn cobbles. On unsteady legs, he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky, like a sailor walking on land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
You've gained an item, camping supplies. Camping supplies is what let you sleep. One of the things they do is they just restrict how much you can carry.
We can't afford to stay put. Those Glanfathans were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either got to find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
We've got to take the risk and let him rest. We need to run at this at full strength.
No offense, but there's people out there I'd much rather die for.
There we go. We got disposition. That's nice.
Thank you.
Both of you are people that are equally valuable at this point. And I would rather have 3 people that are capable of living. So, just off to the left is what we were told.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Quick and quiet.
Hey, look at that. So shield could be useful for someone. But that said, there's a reason why I keep moving things to me. Ah, that's right, there is a max. I shouldn't have bought that lockpick, there was no point. If I put something in quick items, it does go away from my inventory. Yep, okay, deal. Light armor, medium armor. Yeah, I think I might go with light armor. Wolf hide, hide armor. DR7. No DR at all. Yeah, we'll deal with it later. Okay, so we will rest up. So here, oh, right, yes. So you can get various bonuses and things that you can do if you have certain skills. I don't think that is a thing that used to exist. But yeah, we will totally camping. And there we go. Outdoor camping animation even though we're indoors. And Kalisha has vanished. Harridan stretches as he wakes, gently probing the gash across his stomach. The flesh has begun to knit together.
By the gods, that's better. I think I'm ready to find a way out.
She really did leave us. She won't get far unless... He crawls to his knees and begins rummaging through the equipment with mounting desperation. We've lost
Damn
water.
her. She took all our water.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. We'll need to leave as soon as we can. Now I'm thinking about it, actually. You should get a weapon in your secondary slot. So you can also
Just say
start
the
with
word.
bow,
Not a problem.
and we're going to sneak around.
Just say the word.
Be quiet.
Because that's how we roll. Sneakily. So here's this place. The Eastern Reach is a dangerous place full of traps. And
Look at the tiles.
Found something.
there's
Those
Kalisha.
symbols.
So,
Poor Kalisha.
let's get a bunch of XP this way. Also, I'll get my freaking medication stuff back. You can have that. Okay, clothing, torch. Yep, that'll come in handy.
Got something over here.
So this is actually also a puzzle, right? So I do like that it's not an unconditional trap. There's things you can do to defend yourself against it. Or you can do something like this and just disarm every single trap for the XP. And look, that got us a few hundred XP. That's pretty good in my book. Okay.
Yeah.
That roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
Oh look. There's things we can do here. I'm just gonna keep having a look around. See what we can see. What we want to do is we want to open this. Well, actually, let's have a look at one. So, a lion symbol is inscribed on the pillar. An unlit brazier sits at its base. It could be lit if you had the means. So, if we were to go back to inventory and we were to... Can't make that a quick item. But if we were to put that in our hand, we can light the brazier. Might as well light them all. It makes the place look nicer. So I'm pretty sure what that does is that lights a way through the trap. It's not the only way around. It's not the best way around, but it is a way around.
I'll go on ahead.
So the important thing to remember is that scouting has its own advantages. Aha, right. So, you?
Just say the word. Better try something else.
There we go.
They'll never know I'm here.
Good old blinding strike. I mean, sure, it's not actually that useful here,
How can I help?
but, alrighty.
Be quiet.
Let's have a look at this. Yep. Huh. Well, if it isn't obvious that that's got a
What's
secret
that
passage
mark
there,
on the wall?
it does. A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shape bulges in the ooze and suggests that something lies beneath, but you can't tell what. And we'll use the water skin to clear it off. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it is chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed eyes, still show remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other. We'll come back. Obviously, there's a gem we need. So let's go down this way.
Be quiet.
That's right, I think we can talk to this monster. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobbly elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zaurib. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your arms and stand still. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and resumes its defensive posture. It's okay, I won't hurt you. The Zaurib recoils, its finger still tightly wraps around its spear. It cocks its head and approaches you, soft clicking sound. Yep, slowly back away. Interesting.
Be quiet.
There's a gem. Here's a journal. Small folio is torn in several places, and blood is soaked through into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible. Can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice, and I've got my hands on a genuine Angwithan artifact. The fellow who had it says it was a pretty nothing as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging in some ruins, but if he's right about this gem leading to hidden treasure, that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Seal at least in the morning, and then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. Well, might as well grab those things. Whoop. Okay, here's our plan. You. Pop him. You. Also, nope. Pop him.
Just say the word.
So the thing about guns is they have a really long reload time.
How can I help?
It's kind of that era of gun technology. But on the other hand,
Just say the word.
if you're using it as a sneak
How can I
attack,
help?
it's fine.
Yeah?
So that's why you see me doing that. Might as well take what I can. So here, a crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. So you can use a hammer and chisel. You set to your work. The cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you'd expect. Sweat beads your forehead and your muscles begin to ache. 8. Continue to chisel. After several moments you begin to see a light on the other side. With one final tap, several blocks of stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through, and we lose the hammer and chisel.
They'll never know I'm here. I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
So I've got the gem, by the way, so we will probably go back. But first, let's murder this guy. We're at the edge of the map. So you blinding... And now you've shot that. Really?
Just say the word.
Okay, fine. I don't
Just say
quite
the
know
word.
what happened there, but okay. Didn't
I'll
drop
go on
anything.
ahead.
That's disappointing. Alright, let's quickly go back up here. I really wish the scrolling was faster. That's right, you can do a custom formation. Ah, right, party AI. Go away, party AI. I will micromanage. That's F, I want a D. There we go. Charge! And so now I'll put the gem in the eye socket. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the floor. Finally, a large section of wall gives way.
Never know I'm here.
So here we have a few bits and pieces. I'm better at sneaking than he is, definitely.
Death to our enemies! Just say the... You're mine!
Just stab him. Stab him, stab him, followed by stabbing. Yeah! Now. That's done. Grab that, and anything else in here? Yes, good. So got a cloak of protection and a couple of rocks. Okay, you... So stash, by the way, is where a bunch of stuff gets put, which is nice, because I can do this too. You can't get it in combat, but that's fine. And I should put those in quick items. What I should do is grab this cloak, however, and whack it on me, and this cloak can be relegated to stash. That is endurance, that's relevant. So as I've said previously, this is a 2 health system game. So you can see that there is endurance and there is health, right? So endurance is what you can use in any single combat. And generally speaking, healing in this game will move points from health into endurance. So it's really important to kind of keep those two different concepts in mind.
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
Oh, nope, nope, nope.
How can I help?
Not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do.
Just say the word.
How can I help?
There we go. Dead. Moided.
Just say the word.
No. Accidentally
Never know I'm here.
alt-tabbed there. That was not what I
Not
wanted
a
to do at
problem.
all. So this will lead back down to where we were before. Just gonna keep an eye on where things are. I'm also gonna quick save where I remember to, because saving is useful. I do not like retreading my steps. Retreading my steps because of a dumb mistake is even less attractive to me. And here we go, got another spider. Get arid.
How can I help?
Nice. Also, you don't actually get XP for killing enemies directly. You get XP for getting information about them. So if I were to go to, I think it's here, and look at the Cyclopedia and the Bestiary, I could go to Spider, and I can read about spiders, and I can also look at their characteristics here. Right, so I can read about spear spiders, but I can also see that I now know that spiders have a might of 10. And once you kill enough spiders, you learn more. I wonder if now I've got Scolder meat,
I'm on it.
that Zaurip will be more useful, actually. Let's just try that quickly. I'd forgotten about the stash, which is why I kept trying to give things to companions. Give Scolder meat to the creature. Reduce a piece of Scolder meat from your pack and toss it onto the floor. The Zaurip's nostrils flare at the scent of fresh meat, and its eyes dart between you and the food. It creeps towards the prize, shoving the spear into your grip and snatching the meat with both hands at the last moment. Its gullet quivers as it devours the flesh in noisy chomps. We'll also take these, thank you very much. And then it just continues to be like super hungry. That's fine by me. Now, alt.
Nothing will slip past me.
Okay, let's check down south. This is the way out, so obviously I can't go there yet. Get a helmet. Actually, I don't have a helmet, so I'll take that, I guess. Stash. Head. Yes, headgear. It doesn't actually do anything. It's really personal preference, which is super dumb. But also, yeah, I can understand why you do that. The Zaurip spear is not particularly great, but it's a spear, and might as well have it. And it was a cute way of doing that. Like I said, we'll because the bestiary is filled out by doing things. Eventually, we'll hit a point where we've got everything that we want to get there. So that'll be enough then. Ooh, rapier. That is the thing I want to grab. So it is accurate 1, which means +5 accuracy, and 10 to 14, and it's accuracy versus deflection. That's not really what I want. What about this one? 10 to 14. It's the same as a dagger? Really? Wait, speed fast? Speed fast? It is a dagger. At least in my hands. What happens if I swap out? What does it do? Ah, nope. It's dagger. It's still a dagger. It does exactly the same thing as a dagger. I'm super disappointed. That doesn't seem right to me, but you know, who am I to really complain? I expected a boss battle there, frankly. Didn't happen. Okay. So now we have a thing. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled Adra and metal veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you're well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick grey beard frames the face, otherwise hidden behind a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you've ever seen, and he wears strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word, true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
And now we get a very confusing scene that I'm sure will become relevant later on. The machine turns on, and people give up their souls to it. And it's also impacting us. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you're knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its copper walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below. Its shimmering texture gives you the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you've just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours. They seem to exist before you think them, and they're all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick grey beard and a ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man, while walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You are walking towards him, yeah. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all. The question spins madly in your mind. And we wake up. You awaken to find that your malaise is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. And we are also now fatigued. Fatigue basically gives us penalties over time, and resting gets rid of it. You find Harridan a short distance away in a shallow lake of his own blood. His body does not stir. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. And we've leveled up. Okay. Yep. We'll just stash that stuff. Minimize. I'll just close it. So, leveling up, we can advance skills, so we can get better at stealth, we can get better at athletics, we can get better at survival, which allows us to pick bonuses when we rest. That's new. I'm pretty sure that didn't used to happen. That's good though, because it means I will probably look at actually investing in that skill. And athletics is a skill that is definitely worth investing a couple of points into, because, well, frankly, it reduces the amount of times I'll need to rest. I'm actually going to do this right now. Right? I want a little bit of lore options. I want to I want to at least get some benefits from resting. I am happy with the ability to unlock things. I'm happy with the ability to sneak it past things, and I'll start specializing again from next level. It's actually the lore which I'm least likely to use with this character. Is it worth... No, I'm going to do that because I want the conversation interactions that a little bit of lore can give. Okay, so now we get abilities. So now we can get backstab, which is useful. It lets us attack enemies. It lets us increase damage done from stealth and from invisibility. That's definitely something we want. We can also grab a bunch of other things. These are really kind of these are kind of cross-class skills, I think. Yep, it gives you kind of another ability, another person's ability, right? So this is a Chandra ability, this is a wizard ability, this is a barbarian ability, this is a priest ability, druid's ability, maybe. I don't know. It's interesting to see, but I'm gonna backstab. And next, that's it. Done. It's pretty quick level up. So stat improvement doesn't really happen in this. Ooh. Okay. That's right, because we're currently... Oh, wait, no, I'll grab that. Might as well grab some ingredients. And if we touch you, what happens? We get vessel flesh and, like, an image of someone. That's not creepy at all. And you? Yep, more vessel flesh. More vessel flesh. Oh, I might as well grab this. Why are you even showing still? And can we... This massive structure is formed of stone, edge, or copper, and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with unusual energy. Can we interact with that? Nope. So we're just going to grab stuff and get vessel flesh for whatever it gets used for. And until then, we'll leave it here. Next time round, we'll go probably to the village and find out what's happening there. Until then, have a great day, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.